You got fire safety and services on Broad Street, and you have
those shops or those entities.
First, we put up a notice of people who are interested in importing such fire safety devices,
Okay.
asking them to submit to our inspection to make sure that what they got or what product they have on their shelves are good and good for the safety of our people. And then they submit to us, and we do a thorough scientific investigation, making sure that the chemical in the extinguishers are good for the protection of our people.
In terms of training, are you providing training opportunities or training facilities for the usage of these fire extinguishing machines or the devices that various vehicle and motorcyclist operators?
Yes, I remember a year ago we conducted a training with the motorcycle.
A year ago?
Yes, a year ago.
No, but even now.
And may I speak, please? And right now, our doors are open for any institution. And what I'm saying is on our statutory mandate. Any institution feel that they need our services, just write to our offices, and the director will approve our presence to your facilities to make sure you acquire the fire safety knowledge that we have.
Okay, you were trying to name those institutions where one can go to acquire, to obtain the fire safety devices that you're making reference to. Before my colleague came in with another question. So, because we want for our people to understand as to this whole thing you're talking about, where can we go to get it? So you are at liberty to continue.
Out of the 5, actually, we have 2 companies that are really serious to do the business, and those that have fire safety devices right now that can satisfy the exercise. And those are the 2 I will call, because the rest of them do not have any equipment on the ground to sell right now.
So why did you select them?
We select them because they have the capacity. And
but they don't have the capacity now. Then why you want them to break in?
It's not just about now that we did it. We did it almost 6, 7, 8 months ago when they were capacitated. So it's something that they had to import.
But what is your definition of a capacity in this?
Capacity means you should have enough fire extinguishers and other fire extinguishers.
But did they show you for which you selected them?
At the period we did the inspection,
they showed you.
They show us their shells, and we believe we saw.
But as we speak now, they don't have.
As we speak, before the exercise started, we visited the various entities, and then we noticed that only 2.
Because the reason why we are asking from you from the fire service is because you started the inspection. You expect people to move in numbers and go to acquire. Now here you are talking about some of those who you expected that they would have brought in the devices. They don't have the capacity.
So what that tells us is that in the future, when we qualify other companies, they may have questions to answer about their capacity to bring fire safety devices on the Liberian market.
So you've learned a lesson now.
So every process that a human being undertakes, there are lessons to learn.
Okay.
And on this one, we learn our lesson, and we are so happy that we have 2 absolute companies that
what are they?
Golden Touch on Carey Street. If you go that route just after the the Atai Center, you see the shop is full to capacity. You go down Ronald Street, Jesco is also full to capacity. We are satisfied that they will meet the demand right now on the market.
Okay, so I want to know, before you ask the question, how does the issue of revenue generation comes in? Because you are not the one selling the fire extinguisher. And how do you raise revenue through this process? Can you please explain that to us so that our people can understand?
Yes, okay. The process is like this. Fire service is the only institution that is scoped with the authority to certificate people within Liberia. The certificate that will be given to or car owners or motorcyclists. It is that certificate that they pay for. So you pay $15, you pay $15 US for the...
And pay another money for the fire extinguisher?
Yes, and you pay for, you go to the companies that he just named and you purchase your fire extinguisher.
Is there a regulated price for each of these extinguishing machines or equipment?
The issue about the price of the extinguisher will not be in a position to give it to you, because it is that individual.
The reason why I'm asking, maybe I may have a car today.
I could give you an option. When you go in there, you go in a tune between 20 to 25 United States dollars for a fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
20 to 25.
In the Republic of Liberia, we don't have regulations on the market. People say,
but you could start that process now.
No, it's government of Liberia is not practicing it, so why should we practice it?
No, you can't say that. Yeah.
If I should come in.
Yeah.
Let me tell you how these fire extinguishers are qualified. We don't just take any fire extinguisher from anywhere.
Okay.
You must carry the fire extinguisher to the fire service. This is why he said we have approved 2 companies. The 5 companies he spoke of, initially they had a capacity, as he said, but they are now waiting. They are business people, and so as time go on, they are selling their products. But by the time we reach to this end, where we go into the actual or campaign, they ought to stop. They have limited amount of extinguisher. So we thought it wise to look at JESCO and that of the Golden Torch.
Okay, let's try to make our people to understand something. I have a vehicle. I'm a commercial driver, and I want to go to obtain an extinguisher. What is the process like? What do I need to do? What do I need to do to go and get one?
The first thing you should do is to proceed to fire service. We have money, how do you call it?
Mobile money.
Mobile money. Person from Celcom, station there, Orange, station there. And you go, you pay your $15.
50?
Yeah, $15.
15 or 50?
15.
Okay, 15. Okay. United States dollars.
United States
Not
dollars.
Liberian dollars.
United States dollars.
Okay.
And they will put it through a system and give you your information back, indicating you are satisfied the safety condition of your vehicle. And then we will give you receipt, also indicating that you have paid for the government taxes required on fire safety code. Having done that, then proceed to other of these stores and buy your extinguisher.
And how much?
We don't know. I should tell you, go there because.
But you should know all of that, because you can't start an exercise.
The reason is, if I tell you, say $15, we cannot prepare the minds of the people, and they go down there and find.
Well,
out
I thought you should have discussed it with them. This is the amount that will expect you to sell the fire extinguisher.
In
or
your
sell
mind,
the
which
device.
Ministry of Government does that?
Ministry of
Is it fire
Commerce.
service?
But you should do that, because
Is it fire service?
so
that
you
does that?
expect. So you are only concerned about your $15.
No, we are not concerned about. What we're concerned about is your safety. Your safety.
Yeah, but
the process is not complete,
So,
because
for example,
somebody listening to us now, Chief, the person doesn't know what is it they need to, how much they need to have to go and go through the process. They don't know.
Let me give you some examples. We are not like the transport ministry that manufacture the license plate. We got fake plans.
Apart from that, Chief, apart from that, a discussion should have been held with you and the importers, discuss and say, look, we are going to the public, and this is the amount that we are taking to the public. If the people come to us with that $15, we expect that if they go to you, you sell the extinguisher at this amount. Do you agree? Yes, I do agree. That agreement is reached, and then you come back to the public to tell the public. But up to present, nobody knows as to how much they should have in their pocket before they get
So I think the public should be much more concerned about safety.
No, that's
Now,
the issue is,
if we tell,
Chief,
yeah.
looking at the economy, I'm sure it is your responsibility also to assist your people in whatever process or facilitate the process, so that they will not experience difficulties. Now you have said. You are telling us about your $15, but the one they're going to pay to get the fire extinguisher, they don't know.
And here's another concern that I have that I want to probably share with you people.
Okay, I'm receiving a text here.
You are receiving a text?
Okay, let me just
so that the importer send you the text.
Let me just read out this concern to you. You are the chief regulator.
Yes.
To ensure that everyone is safe when it comes to the issue of fire in our country.
Absolutely.
Okay. I am a vehicle owner or a driver, a commercial driver. You have compelled me to have a fire safety device in my vehicle.
I'm not compelling you.
No, by the law.
By law,
that's what I'm saying. It's
your
compelling.
right. It's your right to do so.
When I say compelling, that is what the law requires of me to do.
Very good.
That I should have a fire extinguisher in my vehicle, and I proceed to you as the regulator to ensure that happened. You gave me a certificate. How now do you expect me to adhere to that mandate when I do not know the amount? Maybe the only $15 I got in my package is what I took to you. And as long as I got the certificate, I said, well, let just stay. I will be driving my car.
Now that I have a text message here, please let put them.
So that's what we want to.
Let put them matter to.
Text message just came.
Now that I have a text message here, please let put them matter to. Jesco is selling it $25.
Okay.
I don't know how much the other man is selling, but I think if they're listening, they will send it another one. So
$25.
Yeah, $25.
And immediately you pay, you get it.
Yeah, you get it.
And
you get it.
You get it before you get your certificate, or you get a certificate before you get it.
The paramount one first is a certificate.
It's a certificate. Government is concerned about the one that the one that government.
Then the second one, you proceed to get your because the likelihood. Listen, the likelihood of getting your extinguishers and forget to pay government taxes is high.
Okay.
So this is why we put in it first. But it's not like we are neglecting safety.
So do you work in line with the how do you work in line with the distributors to ensure that people adhere to what you've just said, that is obtain the certificate before you purchase the
any of them that didn't come to fire service first, we inform them to educate the buyers.
Okay.
Upon buying your extinguisher, then you can please proceed to fire service to pay your taxes.
Okay.
You're listening to the Bumper Show right here on the OBC 99.9 and other frequencies, of course, Mama Liberia. Let's hear from you from the LRA. The process started yesterday, isn't so? So,
yes, indeed.
Okay, so how is it like? Are you getting the cooperation of the public?
Well, the beginning of everything is quite difficult. But as it is, between yesterday and today is much better.
Okay.
But we haven't gone full blast yet. There were a series of problems because it is new. So anything new, you have to take time before you elaborate people can adjust.
Sure.
So between next week and the next 13 to 14 days, we expect a good amount or number of Liberians going to have their fire safety certificate and also pay for their extinguishers.
Okay. Is this exercise, one listening may be thinking that it's abrupt.
No, it's not abrupt. It is well within our statutory mandate to do so. We have not been regular because of what we just stated on the finance side of it. Now that we have included that on our yearly, yearly program or yearly projection, every year now, working along with our colleagues from the LRA, we will make sure that it is regular And to answer your question, it was not abrupt. I just said 1 month on your very station. We done 1 month awareness that we will be here today. And after that 1 month, then we reinforce it with 7 days. As we speak, we have an announcement on this air. So it is not abrupt.
Okay, so another concern, because I'm a driver, I have a vehicle, but I go tomorrow to purchase one. Unfortunately, there's this shortage situation, not the shortage, but there's this situation. I don't know how to use it at all.
Well, it is.
Are you taking that into consideration?
Yeah. It is our practice. This is why you have to proceed to the fire service with your fire extinguisher, and then we give you
after you've bought it.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
you go back to the fire service.
Yeah, we show you how to use the fire extinguisher, because if you don't know how to use the fire extinguisher, it's good for nothing. You buy it for nothing. And if your property is on fire, you won't be able to put out the fire. So we show you just a kind of a practical demonstration of how to use the fire extinguisher. Because most of the fire extinguisher, the fire extinguisher they show is of A, B, and C category of fire. So it can cut off any fire within that vehicle. It can cut off the electrical fire, it can cut off a fire, maybe the seat burning, or the gasoline is even on fire at the incipient stage. You can have the fire extinguisher. So we show you, we got an acronym called PASS. PASS. That is, we have a safety pin on the fire extinguisher. We show you the fire extinguisher, you save the pin, you remove the safety pin before you can squeeze down the level, and then you aim at the base of the fire, and you sweep side to side. So it's pull the safety pin, aim at the base of the fire, squeeze down the level, and aim side to side. And so that's the pass. It's so simple, very much simple, and that's what we are involved with, because we know that people with bad extinguisher and they don't know how to use it.
Surely.
Yeah, and so we must show them how to use the fire. This is why we say, do not just buy a fire extinguisher, pull in your vehicle, and then go by your business. Come to the fire service, go through the process of certification, because we must ensure that a fire extinguisher is in a workable condition. This is why we say go to Tesco and that of Golden Dodge.
Do you also accept people, for instance, I purchased my vehicle outside of Liberia, and I was fortunate to also get hold on a fire extinguisher. I decided to import it to Liberia. That is, I buy it outside of these 2 shops of distributors that you've named. Do you also satisfy people like
there
that?
are vehicles that come with fire extinguisher.
Okay.
And so we must check the fire extinguisher to know the potency.
Okay.
If we see it befitting for use, of course, we only ask you to get the official of fire service stamp, so that we know that it's accredited. So we are not going to
paying the $15.
Well, yeah, you must go. That is a process you must go through, because you can't get certificate without paying the $15. The more besides, you must meet safety standard. Meeting safety standard, talk about the fire extinguisher. They must be up to date, ready to function.
And may I add, extinguishers are made based on the climates.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have a very cool climate, and then it won't be suitable for our own climatological conditions. Here we have a very hot one. So we take all of those into consideration. Either accept it or disqualify.
Okay, now is it a flat rate? Because you talked about 15 plus 25 is about $40, right? For keke, somebody who has a little keke and trying to make ends meet from there. Where are they taking the $40 from? Or keke money is different from the vehicle money.
Yes, it's different. The regular size of the vehicle, like the one you have, so.
But you don't know my vehicle.
It's about 2 kg.
Like the one you have. Okay.
What about
then the keke carry 1 kg. Okay. So the prices are varied.
To avoid duplication?
So how much for? Let's because keke people listen.
The last time I bought one for myself is about $15.
For your keke?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
$15.
I want to, lastly, before probably we'll go to the phone lines, I want to find out something. We have a situation where people sometimes try to infiltrate the system, duplicate whatever mechanisms are put into place. For instance, we've seen areas where people have even gone as far as trying to duplicate LRA receipt. You understand? Try to forge, to fake situations. I would like to know what sort of mechanisms have you people put into place to avoid an occurrence of this kind of things.
What we've done is that
LRA can also take into it.
That's one of the reasons we are not taking LRA receipts, because we notice discrepancy. That's why we refer to the mobile money.
Okay.
And the mobile money will show where you pay, to which agent you paid, and then we don't have anybody issuing our receipts outside there.
Okay.
Right in our offices. So it has been tightly, with LRA here, it's been tightly controlled. And we can assure the public there will be no duplication. And let me jump in one emphasis here. We wrote the Director General of the GSA, Mary Brown, asking her to alert all government ministries and agencies as there will be no exemption. The safety of everyone is not just for the private sector. Government vehicles must also be in a safe zone. So as the exercise goes on, we believe that all agencies and government or ministries will make sure that they comply with the safety conditions of their vehicles.
Government ministries and agencies?
Absolutely. They must meet up with the fire safety code of this
Including
LBS. And we will make sure we erect one checkpoint right here.
Okay, I'm sure you are in Montreal for now. How soon do we expect to see you going across the entire country? Because I'm sure this is not just a Monrovia base.
As I speak to you, right after the exercise in Monrovia.
After the 15 days?
After the 15 days, we move into Buchanan, Ganta, and Kakata. But it will not be an enforcement, it will be an awareness.
Okay.
Telling the people that this is where we will come. Our next phase will be here.
Okay.
So the plan is afoot already as we are doing this one in Monrovia in this environment.
The issue of fire outbreak in homes is another major concern. What sort of plan do you have to also address or to provide preventive methods
in fact,
regards to this situation?
Before you pick that up, we are preparing to, right now on our books, there is nothing there to empower us to do enforcement with homes.
Okay.
And so we are also planning to reach the legislature so that they will include that on our fire safety code. Because if we limit it to only stores and shops that have the capacity, what's about the little man down there who has his house? So we are working on that actually to make sure that homes are included into this process. But right now we don't have legal ground to engage the various residents of the country.
So you've already commenced that process with the
We've started planning already.
Okay.
Okay.
But notwithstanding, we are involved with safety awareness for the various communities.
Okay.
Besides the business houses, we are involved with safety awareness. We did it just January, February, and even during our Fire Day celebration, we went around again. We're telling people, because most of them complain they ain't able to buy fire extinguisher. But we give them a traditional method where you should have a metal drum or so, or sand, dry sand within it, and have it covered so that in case of eventuality, when you don't have a fire extinguisher, you can use the dry sand and have the fire extinguished. More besides, you use the raw leaf, the long tree branch, not the dry one, but the raw one. And of course, it must not be wet. We'll have the fire extinguished.
Before we go to the line, you are often criticized by community residents that often if there's fire incidents, first you go there to do an investigation before going to get the water and coming back, all of the time you take, it causes more problem. Is it true?
That's a stereotype.
Okay.
Consider me say a stereotype. Because at no time we will go to fire ground, see fire before going for water. The fire truck we have is of 2 compartments. We have the fuel compartment and the water compartment.
Okay.
More besides, the volume casing of the fire truck is made of aluminum alloy. And so I think you know, with aluminum alloy, you know your aluminum pot you have. You store water in it for the longest. They don't get rust easily or except somebody bust it or so.
Surely.
And so there is no rationale for not having water into that truck. Besides, it is a professional routine that water must always be in the fire truck for eventuality. And so people just try to play phone. Now we are gravitated from the phone that we play checker. People are getting to realize that, oh yeah, we must be awake, and so we have to recreate. So thank God we have graduated for that.
So
so let me.
How many fire trucks you have now?
Let me just before we come to that
one
question,
or one and a half.
Before we come to that question, let me tell you why the perception came about. Immediately after the war, fire service were only having one
fire truck.
Dilapidated fire truck.
Can you imagine that?
Can you imagine that? So if there were fire to Negro Town, that truck is filled with 2,500 gallons. It runs there. Discharge that 2,500 gallons in 5 minutes time. And then after that, you'll find out that the fire is still raging. The trucks will turn around, come all the way to Fishtown from Negro Town, come all the way to Fishtown. So those who are standing by the sidewalk, seeing the fire blazing and then seeing the truck coming by to fetch water, just assume that we just went there to see the fire to come by. But the reality is that the one we got in the truck,
so the iron spot,
it has already been emptied.
So currently, how many trucks you have now?
So it almost like the paper issue. It has become a stigma. But each time we had an opportunity on the radio, we explain it.
Yeah.
Now that we have more than 2-3 trucks.
Okay.
When one is fighting fire, the 2 are on a standby, filled with water to supply the one that is discharging.
Thanks to this government, at least to give you sort of support that you have 2-3 trucks now, because in the past I heard that people had 1.5 trucks, but at least that's good now. 077, yes, LRA.
Yeah, okay. On the issue of the payment, we want to make
But you're always concerned about money being made. Yeah, man, on the issue of the payment.
Yeah, it's my primary responsibility. Like he asked a question concerning fraudulent attitude from people who try to
duplicate,
to cheat government. My advice to people, like the vehicles owner and motorcyclists, to go directly to the office of fire service.
Absolutely.
Do not use third party. Do not use third party. The amount is $15 for the certificate, and like he said, for the extinguisher, one company is selling it $25. That's why I said you can carry the amount between $20 to $25.
Okay.
Do not give your money to third party. The guy from Orange, who is responsible to collect the money, should be the one you hand deliver your money to. We don't want a situation where people, because we are very quick in and implicating people. You went to the place, you did not deal with the proper authority. Maybe you were defrauded, you were cheated. You will come out with your frustration and try to vent it out on anybody.
Surely.
You say maybe you want to say people are the LRA, which of course LRA does not even have a representative over there. The fellow that is responsible to collect the money is from Orange. We are using Orange money, Orange mobile money.
Okay.
So I just want us to make this clear, because most of the people who get cheated are people who always like to deal with third party. They always have this syndrome of, I'm tired, I'm this, I'm that, I'm busy. Please And to do this, you take the copy of your vehicle document.
Yeah.
If the tricycle, you take the copy of the tricycle registration document. Proceed to fire service with it, because it is that document that will use to certificate you. People will not take name from the sky. It is a document that will look at, bill you, and then you give your money to the fellow from Orange, who happens to be the one managing the Orange money. And then, based upon that, the fellow will give the information to the people at the fire service. They just 1, 2, 3 decks away. They just together in the place. And then within the 21 of an hour, your process is over. So please do not use third party. Proceed to fire service in flesh and blood.
0776089713 or 0880514096. Again, 0880514096. That's the numbers to call. And then you are live right there on the bumper show. Hello. You have to lower the volume. Lower the volume of the radio. Lower the volume of the radio. Yes, go ahead. Hello? Oh, we lost this caller. 0776089713 or 0880514096. Let me take this caller quickly. Hello, caller?
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr.
Yes, sir. Go ahead quickly. Your name and where you calling from?
Thank you. This is the English as well. Let me say good afternoon to the fire service guests, Noah, Philip Noah, and the others of that. Some of my questions, first before the question, let me say thanks to them. The fire service will be giving us support and kind of situation will not go around the companies. Fire service, they were responding to some of the accidents when it comes to your fire, and you did everything and all of that, they give you support. So let's say thanks to them ever so much. But, I'm concerned when it comes to the issue of the institution responsible to receive our taxes. And this is an announcement at the convention or at the clear information. This is an announcement your UFM are taking an announcement how to collect your fire extinguisher. And they listed 5 institutions. Are we paying this money to the institution to get our fire extinguisher with certificate? Or where are we paying this money? Because the thing is, like for our organization to get a certificate of job, you need to raise some documentation in procurement process. So where are we paying this money?
Okay. Okay. Just be listening. Just be listening. I'm sure they will answer your question. Be listening before the end of the program. Your question will be answered. Hello, caller. Hello. Yes. Hello. Yes. Your name and where you calling from?
Hello.
Oh my boy. Hello.
Hello.
Your name and where you calling from? I think we need to get our technician to come to see basically what is really obtaining. We really need to do that. Let me try this one. Hello. Hello. Oh, hello. Let me put this one on. Hello. Hello. Yes. Hello.
Yes, my name is Masala Masako. I'm calling from my County.
Okay, go right ahead quickly.
My concern is the customers or the users are going to pay for this 15 hours for the certificate. What type of training is provided for them? Is it I'm just going to come and pay for the certificate and proceed directly to the store to buy this extinguisher without any training as to how to use it on the vehicle or whatever? What is the process?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, they will answer that. They will answer that question rest assured. 0776 089713 or 0880514096. Back to the phone line. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Yes, your name.
Hello.
Yes, sir, your name and where you calling from?
Good afternoon.
Yes, go ahead quickly. Go ahead. Oh, my boy. I don't know what's happening. Let's continue to announce the numbers. 0880514-096, or better still 0776-089-713. That's the numbers to call, and then you are live right here on the bomb portion. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, your name and where you calling from?
Hello, this is Steven Gunnar, calling from the Liberia.
Okay, let's hear from you quickly.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead quickly.
Okay. I'm concerned to ask about this payment with US data they kept talking about. Are we not talking about Liberian data as well? Because as of the Ministry of Commerce says as of July 1, most of the prices will be in Liberian data. So can it cater for AIA comment on that, please?
Okay, they will comment. They will talk about that. Just be listening before the end of the program. They will talk about that. 0776. We'll take only 2 more calls and then we'll wrap it up quickly. Hello. Hello. Yes, your name and where you calling from?
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead quickly. Wow. What's really happening? What's happening now? But we need to get the technician to see what's happening. It's getting serious. Hello? Hello? Okay, we leave it at that. We leave it at that until we can get our technicians to get this thing sorted out. Okay, so LRA and fire service can respond to the concerns.
Okay, let me comment. The first caller asked a question: who to pay and where to pay. The issue of the fire safety certificate, you pay at fire service. We will do the payment to Orange Mobile Money person who is there. He will collect the money from you, then you give your document to fire service, and then they will certificate you. The issue of the extinguisher, my colleagues already said there are 2 institutions that are well capacitated with fire extinguisher. So you go to those 2 institutions. One is Golden Touch on Kerry Street opposite the Atai Center, and another one on Benson Street.
Randall Street,
Okay, Randall Street, Jesco. So those are the places that you do the payment. Then the next caller asked about what type of training or fire service will respond to that.
Yeah. Sorry, caller, probably you're not listening, but we told you that once you obtain your fire extinguisher, once you purchase your fire extinguisher from the businessman, you carry it back to the fire service, because you will not be certificated with all visibility of the fire extinguisher. So you still need to go back to the fire service to ensure that you show your extinguisher, and then you for certification process. While you show the fire extinguisher, we are there to train you how to use the fire extinguisher. We told you that we use an acronym called PASS. That is to pull the safety pin. We will be there to dramatize it for you. You pull the safety pin, you aim at the base of the fire, because you're not going to aim at the smoke or the flame. We say the base of the fire, that means the burning content, the material that is being burned. You aim at the base, and then you squeeze down the level. We will show you all of that, and then you sweep the nozzle side to side. And so that's the simple way. We are not going to just allow you buy your fire extinguisher without educating you how to use it. So other people who have concern about training, we are available to train you. That's why we are there.
And let me deal with the last question raised. If you were to pay in Liberian dollars, somebody will be, out of the government will be disadvantaged because of the fluctuation in the rate. So we are not to July 1 yet. That said you should pay all taxes in Liberian dollars. We're far from that. So right now we're taking US dollars.
Okay. Okay, any final comment from Mr. Jefferson and Davies?
Yeah, okay. One of the things that really struck me to have partnered with fire service, I saw an incident around the new bridge, or how how you call it, the Gibraltar Bridge, or where this tricycle was carrying cement and his tricycle was caught on fire. He did not have fire extinguisher. So that's the safety aspect we are talking about. If he had fire extinguisher, he would have extinguished the fire right away on the spot, but his tricycle burned to ashes. Another incident happened at the back of the University of Liberia, right opposite of Foreign Affairs. A vehicle got burned there because the driver did not have fire extinguisher. The safety of our citizens is paramount.
Okay.
Please proceed to the fire service, obtain your certificate, go to the 2 businesses that we talk about, and buy your extinguisher.
Okay.
Thank you.
To you, Major Philip Noah.
Yes, I'd like to advise the public that fire service is your friend. We just want to make sure you're safe. There will be no excuse at all. Government, private sector, no exemption. You must meet the fire safety code of Liberia. And one thing that will happen, your failure to comply, your vehicle will be pulled off the road, confined, a fine imposed, and if you don't pay, we tow that vehicle and there will be another expense that will be added. To avoid that, immediately begin to plan. And I want to give hats off to and this is not a flow show here. I want to give hats off to the fire service director and his team. Right now, if you see a fire service officer, you know his appearance is professional. They were never like that in the past. And all that is due to the hard-working team that we have in place. This is no joke. We are up to the task, and we will make sure that every vehicle, if you say you will lay down home with your vehicle after 15 days, we still have the mandate of extension. We can get to you anytime. Thank you so much.
I have to carry my vehicle tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to Colonel Jacob Baryogar.
Yeah, I want to thank DC for the time. We just want to encourage the public. Safety is a must. Safety first, safety last. So, whatever amount you're talking about, it does not matter much. Your safety is part of that. So we urge everybody to ensure that your vehicle is meets safety standard to apply the street of Morocco, Liberia and that of highway. So I say thank you. We hope to see you there. Rest assured we'll train you how to use a fire extinguisher.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you too for coming. This is the Bumper Show, and it was a pleasure having you people here.
Yeah. Thanks. Thank you.
The company where they are selling the fire extinguisher, and then you obtain one, or else you get yourself in trouble then. Very, very shortly we'll be playing host to Sando County Senator J. Milton T.J. We'll be hearing from the crew people through that senator on threatening national issues. And let me say this one is for you, my darling wife. I'm making reference to Mistress Ophelia Samson George. Don't worry, absolutely no one else can take your place. What my words about you?
Yeah, no one else.
But how you talking your own grass? Why are you talking your own grass?
No, my own is free.
You guys talking with confidence.
No, I'm talking about confidence, my man.
Okay, I hope.
Jeff for a problem.
What's Jim music?
My
play that. I'll play that.
You're a liar? Oh, okay. I'm waiting for him.
I know any moment from now our studio guests will be right here in our Bumper Show studio. You're listening to the Bumper Show.
My son?
Yes, Daddy.
Have you listened to the radio?
Which radio?
ELBC. What have you heard?
Summer Josh. There's no second chance for first impression.
Oh, you heard it?
Yes, he is back on the radio.
So what time is on the radio?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The man is back on.
But I thought they say he with the Ministry of Health.
The man that consulting them, but the man is back on ELBC Radio Bumper Show. Summer Josh.
Summer George is back